Jonathan, son of Saul, and his armor-bearer, Ahijah, were on the outskirts of Gibeah with about 600 men. Jonathan asked them to cross a cliff to reach the Philistine outpost, hoping that the Lord would act in their favor. The Philistines were hiding in holes, and Jonathan and his armor-bearer climbed up to them, killing 20 men in an area of about half an acre. Panic struck the entire army, and Saul's lookouts at Gibeah in Benjamin saw the army melting away. Saul instructed Ahijah to bring the ark of God, which increased the tumult in the Philistine camp. Saul and his men assembled and went to the battle, finding the Philistines in total confusion and striking each other with their swords. The Israelites, who had hidden in the hill country of Ephraim, joined the battle in hot pursuit, and the Lord saved Israel. Jonathan eats honey. The Israelites were in distress because Saul had bound the people under an oath, saying, "Cursed be anyone who eats food before evening comes, before I have avenged myself on my enemies." So none of the troops tasted food. When they entered the woods, they found honey on the ground, but no one put their hand to their mouth. Jonathan had not heard that his father had bound the people with the oath, so he reached out the end of his staff into the honeycomb. He raised his hand to his mouth, brightening his eyes. After the Israelites had struck down the Philistines from Michmash to Aijalon, they were exhausted and pounced on the plunder, taking sheep, cattle, and calves and eating them, along with the blood. Saul asked God to tell him what sin had been committed today, and God did not answer him. Saul then asked the Israelites to stand over there, and they agreed. Saul prayed to the Lord, the God of Israel, for answers. If the fault was in him or his son Jonathan, respond with Urim, but if the men of Israel were at fault, respond with Thummim. Jonathan and Saul were taken by lot, and the men were cleared,